Having that one game that you kind of played with and knowing it was a really good game, especially going into next year, I think it really does boost the confidence.
You were asked about Keandre's punt block. Just what have you seen from him in practice at linebacker, and how much is he kind of pushing to contribute in that rotation?
We have him going around different spots right now, so he's having to force to learn a few different positions, but he's doing a great job. He's one of those guys that whatever the coach asks for him, he's going to do it, and he's going to do it as hard as he can. So Keandre, yeah, he's just a big effort guy, knows his stuff, and really gives it all he's got every play.
What does he kind of bring to your room as being a veteran guy? Are there certain qualities that stand out about him?
He's a big energy guy. He's kind of a funny guy, actually, but just the guy that leads by example. When I came here, saw the way he worked. That's kind of the way I wanted to do it. Being that bigger, the older leader, you just see how he works, and you're just like, wow, like I like that. Like, that's how I think this program should be, how it should operate, and that's how I'm going to go.
Pete, there was something that Coach Schiano talked about, like during the bye week, about like tackling practices, and there being like this rugby-style tackling that was implemented back a few years ago by former defensive coordinator Chris Ash, and then when Greg came in, he kind of went away from that. Are you familiar with this rugby-style tackling technique? And is this something that indeed, if it existed, Coach kind of went away from, or?
I'd never heard really about the rugby. I wasn't here with Coach Ash, right, so I wouldn't really know about it. I just came here with Coach Schiano's rules of our deductive tackling system and how it's below the waist. And yeah, we emphasized tackling a lot, although we didn't have the best tackling game for the Nebraska game. But we've changed a few things in practice to help out with tackling, so we're continuing to emphasize that.
What kind of changes have been made as far as your techniques are concerned?
Going into scout work, really wrapping up the running back and driving him back instead of just holding him up. Being explosive and not just letting him go by. We're really grabbing him up, using the right form, and taking him back a few yards.
When it comes to you personally and your technique, what do you key on when you're trying to get somebody in open space, or trying to run down somebody along the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, well, it really depends if he's running laterally or if it's open field straight up. But I really try to stay low, read the near hip, and try not to reach and stay high. That's kind of what I've been doing. I need to stay away from that. Is reaching and staying high. I need to stay low and attack the near hip.
So Coach Schiano had talked a lot about that after Purdue, or whatever, the number of missed tackles in that game, and then if it still wasn't exactly where you guys wanted it in Nebraska, I mean, is it just sometimes like you just have a bad day, or did you guys feel as a team like there's something going on here, there's a trend that we need to adjust?
I do think that a little bit. There's a little trend that we're kind of, it's kind of hard to say. We're not using our proper technique like we did at the start. We need to focus more on that. Guys are running out there, including myself, just using a lot of upper body, not getting low, and that might be the end of the season, whatever, you never know. But just we need to focus on our techniques that we learned from the start, and emphasize like we did last week and continue to go as we go on.
Do you go back, do you watch like film from the first month and say like, hey, look how good we were here, let's get back to that? Like, is that part of the, or how do you study yourself when you do that?
We study a lot in practice, and we continue to go over our technique, and we have to build upon that and just keep getting reps, especially in practice.